I'm going to be reviewing this product right here. The name of this one is Caramel Toffee. This is from Wet n Wild. I picked this up from Walmart. I think I saw it at Walgreens as well. It came in another shade, which I felt like that was probably more for fair to light skin tones. This is definitely for more medium to, I guess I would say, deep. It just all depends on how you use this. I've had a chance to test this out and I've worn it several different ways, as far as using it by itself or using it with something else. And the first time I wore it, I set my eyes with something else, and then I put the yellow on top and the contour shade on. I want to say it's powdery, but it blends beautifully. It's well pigmented. Very, very impressed with that. The only issue I had was when I tried to wear this by itself, and I took the yellow highlight portion and tried to set my under eyes. Yeah, maybe because I had cream foundation on that day. I think I used cream to conceal the under part of my eyes, and let's just say it creased. Everything else looked good, except when I looked in the mirror when I got back in the car. I was like, oh my gosh! I think it was like maybe an hour or so, 2 hours later, it had creased underneath my eyes. I was so heated. I was so heated because I was like, oh my gosh, this look was awesome. Here it is. I was walking around in public. It's one thing when I'm at home and I put this on, you know what I mean, and I don't take it off and just to see how everything does. But it's a whole other thing when you go in public and somebody catches you with really severely creased eyes. That's what happened with this. So yeah, so I don't recommend you using this to set your under eyes with. This is more of a powder just to, you know, get back that color to your skin and to set it. Per se, the rest of the foundation, but I wouldn't use this for your crease. It's not going to lock your crease in and stop it from creasing. So let's get into this. Anyway, what I've come to find for me that works really well with set my under eyes will either be this, or doing a full-on baking, which I really don't want to bake unless, you know, it's really necessary. You know, daytime you're not baking, so you want to kind of use something like this powder here, which it melts very, very well. You can use the Laura Mercier one, or you can use the no color RCMA powder. Those kind of things I feel like will work great for this. I haven't tested out a couple of others on yet as far as just setting the other eye area, but I'm working on that. I'm going to use this e.l.f. selfie brush to lock in my under eye area. I like this dome shape. You definitely want something to press it in and lock it in. You don't want to be fluffing this down here. You want to make sure it's going to set. Buffing it in is not necessarily going to set it. Alright? And then if you want to, then yeah, sure. But make sure you set it first, okay? Alright, there we go. Because you can always buff off whatever excess is on there after everything has all the powders had a chance to like settle in to concealer / foundation. For this, I'm going to switch brushes to make sure I'm more accurate. And I'm going to be using this brush here. It's a paddle style brush from Eco Tools. I really love these for putting on highlight, for putting on blush, for putting on contour. It's multi-purpose, so I love that. Alright? And I'm going to only use this for my under eye area because really this is the only area I really need to brighten up. I really don't need to brighten up anywhere else. And I'm just making sure to buff it in. Alright, and I see it gives you a nice highlighted look. You kind of just want to stop there, okay? Then let's go on to this color here. I'm going to wipe this off, and I'm going to use the tip of this, just a tip so I can get up in here first. Oh, this is such a pretty chocolate color. I think this is not necessarily a color for contouring per se, but more so bronzing. So I guess you can say contour / bronzing, but it's not really a cool shade, so it's really, I'm sorry, we use it more for my complexion anyway. You can say that, but yeah, I would definitely say this is more for, you can use it to contour, but it's more to sort of bronze, because I would still want to use another color just to kind of cut this just a little bit more, but you don't have to. Yeah, it's just definitely very, very chocolatey. Toffee, they had that correct. So this will definitely be great for adding warmth to the skin. And I'm just making sure I bring it up to my eyebrow, so you don't just have this contour of the nose and then your shadow stops. You know what I mean? You kind of want it to be natural as possible. And I'm not putting any extra product on there. I'm just kind of using what's on there just to lightly because I don't want my cheeks, my nose contour to look as dark as my cheeks. That's just doing too much. And then if you want to, let's try mixing. Let's see what happens. I haven't tried it yet. I think I might be too chocolatey, but I'm gonna mix it for the upper part just because I don't want my forehead to be as warm as my cheeks. Yeah, I just feel like that's gonna be doing way too much. But that's a nice shade. Yeah, it's a very nice shade. I like that. Back in your ears, don't forget that. I'm making sure I blend this out by the neck so it's not like all dark right there and it's like, what happened? All right, and this one, it comes useful for you to have a color that matches your overall skin tone so you can kind of make everything a little bit more, bring everything together. All right, and I'm gonna use Tropez Almond from Shea Moisture, and I'm gonna be using this brush here, this bronzer brush from Eco Tools to buff this all in. It's excellent. And see, this is a great way to just blend everything in. There's no lines of demarcation. Basically, you don't have any choppiness all over your face. See, it just made everything look so nice and skin-like. I really, really like that a whole lot. Love, 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 especially right over here. I don't know if y'all could have seen that before. It was just really doing too much. It was like really dark and chocolate looking, and I was looking extra chocolatey. Overall, I want to say I'm very, very pleased with the way it looks. I love the color it gives. You don't necessarily have to have the cooler tone chocolate like this one to complete your full-on look. But if you want to carve out, if you're one of those people you really, really want to carve this out a little bit more, because this just gives it a soft shape. Versus, you know, if you wanted to carve it out a little bit more, you would take something more in the cool brown tone side and use that to just lightly carve out that part only, nothing else. So that gives it more, it gives you more of a shape. Now you see the difference? You can kind of see like, a shape there versus, I can't really see what's going on. Maybe you can. But anyway, it just gives it more of a cut. Of course, if you do this, you definitely want to make sure you diffuse this line so it doesn't look horrid. I'm going to do that on both sides because now I have it and I can't just leave the house with one. Okay, so that's just a little tip. You don't, like I said, you don't have to have this per se, but yeah, it's cool to have, it's always good to have a cool tone chocolate color, some kind of cool tone chocolate color that complements your skin tone. Let's say that, because not all colors are made equal, but with having that lighter color to do the overall buff, that should also help to tone down all the colors. So just make sure. So I don't want to look ridiculous. All right. For the price point, I think is most excellent. Of course, once again, Wet Wild does it, blowing people's minds like mine. Yeah, so I just think this is wonderful. Of course, look for my new video I'm going to be putting out with the makeup haul / giveaway for a little surprise. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, definitely make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment in the box below if you've had a chance to try out this product yet and your thoughts on it, how it's working out for you, or of course if you have any questions. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to go ahead and click on this little image right here so you can get updates whenever I upload a new video to my channel. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.